Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back in. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. I just hate the ball and I look for the...
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Ryan Suckup of the Titans has this one teed up, and we are underway from Nissan Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Prescott now from the 50. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here you go. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Mariota now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Tennessee after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, get out, get out. Let's go, 47. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Blue 18.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 39 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Prescott, and that is incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Prescott, and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try to change the momentum of this game.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it again with Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down carry for Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Mariota to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mariota hands to Henry. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Suckup. This for the lead in the final stages. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Prescott to throw. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mariota uncorks one for Davis, and that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Check 4. Keep it rolling.
2nd down, Mariota. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stacker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Keep it rolling.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Mariota now to throw on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mariota to throw it. And this is caught at the end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.